We had a fire that started last night at about 11:30. Started around Rat Point, which is on the Queenstown Glenorchy Road, about 5 kilometres out to the north of Rat Point. Started right down on the lake edge and very quickly jumped the main highway and headed up the face up to an area called Jesse Peak, at about 1,000 metres above sea level. It's reasonably remote. It started right down beside the lake in a low area down there, frequented by campers. It was called in from a farmer across the other side of the lake who saw the fire. We had around 50 firefighters throughout the night and continuing on throughout today. Currently we've got 8 helicopters out there, really working on a strategy of hitting it really hard this morning. We've got, our forecast is not overly favourable. We've got winds predicted to gust up to 90 k's an hour towards the end of the day, and unfortunately the rain that we're hoping to get won't fall until probably close on midnight. So we're hitting it really hard this morning to make sure that it doesn't move. It's probably about 50% contained at the moment, so we have some very, very steep slopes, some quite tricky edges that we'll have crews in for probably at least 3 days, perhaps longer. But at this stage we'd say 50% contained. The road from Queenstown to Glenorchy is currently closed. We had, as I say, the fire has jumped right across the road, so we've got sort of active flame around the road itself, around the highway. And also, when you've got very steep slopes above a highway, as the vegetation burns away, all the rocks that have been held up on those cliffs start to roll down. So before we can open that highway again, we have to do a safety assessment on those hazards that could impact that road. Power is out in Glenorchy. We did try to stop the fire from getting into the power lines, but we're unable to. So it has burnt through multiple power poles over probably a kilometre stretch.